What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. And yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce and lessons, new methods and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is put the title on every video. Once you put the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. We got a lot of fake King Hustle pages up there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, all right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero. You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you informed, or keep you entertained. So you know how we get down over here on this channel. We back at it again with the new bank scams, the new bank methods, the new scams and methods that's going on in today's world. Now, the scam and fraud world has been up. A lot of new people are getting into this world. Scams and fraud have been up 600 to 800% since COVID-19, and just the last year alone. And a lot of people are getting into this world because everybody wants money, everybody needs money, and people are tired of working jobs. People are losing their jobs, and they need money now. And people are selling the perception that these scams and methods and loans and whatever can get you a lump sum of money fast, instantly. And which in some cases that is true. In some cases, it's not true. So it's a lot of people out here that's walking around in the world with inaccurate information. And having inaccurate information allows you to believe something that isn't true. Now, it's a lot of people out there that does not believe in certain things when it comes to the dark world, fraud, scams, you call it what you want to call it. And a lot of people don't understand that there are different dark worlds. There's the tech dark world, there's the real life dark world, and there's different things that go on in these different worlds. Just like it's different planets, there are different worlds in the dark web. People do different things. So first things first, because a lot of people don't understand this and don't know this, and by them not knowing this, they just call everybody a scammer, call saying, no, listen. In the dark world, there are fraudsters, scammers, and hackers. They all contribute to one thing, but they do different things. Scammers are people who social engineer, manipulate, trick other people or victims into basically sending their own money, giving their own money, or doing something on their own, which can benefit the scammer. Fraud is when somebody utilizes somebody else's information to obtain a loan, credit card, line of credit, get into a bank account, get a car, get an apartment. That's fraudulent activity. So a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people call everybody scammers. Everybody is scamming. That's not the case. Hackers are people who basically are the information people. They are compromisers. They know how to get in the system, databases, servers to be able to obtain certain information via businesses, phones, emails, you name it. So the hackers are the people who provide the information. The fraudsters are the people who steal the information and utilize it. And the scammers are the people who trick the victims into giving their money. And that's what y'all got to understand. So in today's world, there's a lot of new methods going on out there. Hold on. It's a lot of new bank methods going on out there, right? And ever since COVID-19, everybody want a business. Everybody want to get into the credit world. Why? Because people now see that a business can get you millions of dollars. They seen everybody get millions of dollars with the PPP loan. Now they want to get a business so they can get millions and millions of dollars now. Now, when it comes to fraud and scams and things like that, most scams and most fraudulent methods, in the real world, not the tech world, but the real world, revolve around identity theft. Now, hold on. So there's a lot of methods. A lot of new methods that surround the bank and identity theft. Everything, majority of in the real world fraud and scams surrounds itself with identity theft, stolen identities. Now, there's a new method going on out here where it's not a new method, but people are starting to learn about this method. People are starting to utilize this method because, like I told y'all, ever since COVID-19, everybody want to start a business, everybody want to get into the credit world, and everybody trying to get these loans, and they figure out ways how to finesse the system. We're gonna put it like that. So what people are doing is they're saying, okay, they're getting these stolen identities, and they're basically starting businesses with these stolen identities. And what they're doing is they're creating these fake businesses, establishing them, and then they're doing the invoice loan scams. Now, the invoice loan scams is basically, let's say somebody has a business and they perform a service for another business, and they send that person the invoice. That person now has to pay them that what's on that invoice. So there are factoring companies and there are places out here that do invoice factoring and invoice finance, and those are two different things. So factoring is basically you have your invoices and you take it to the factoring company and they'll pay you for your invoices. So however much these invoices is, they give you a percentage of that. And then you have or they give you all of it. And then you have factoring is when they basically you have these invoices and they give you a line of credit against these invoices, and you'll pay back this line of credit when those people pay you back. So the factoring is when they basically cash you out for the invoices. Financing is when they give you a line of credit and you pay it back when those people pay the invoices, start paying the invoices. So people got a hold of this information and said, oh, okay. So you telling me all I need is invoices to be able to get approved for these loans. So now there's different ways people do this. Now some people who don't even utilize stolen identities. There's some people who out there who will basically have friends and say, okay, we all gonna open up 5 businesses. With these 5 businesses, we're gonna start generating income, because one business is going to get a loan, and then that business is going to start sending a loan through all those different business bank accounts. So now it's going to seem as if on paper all of these businesses are generating and receiving $25,000 a month for some type of service, which is an invoice which has to be paid. So they see that you have to be it's coming in this date and it's going out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. So they're seeing that all these businesses monthly revenue is $25,000. So now these businesses is qualifying for $25,000 loans. So that's 10 businesses that can get $25,000. That's $250,000 right there, right? So now you just got $250,000. Now that you know this play, you was running the same play. Now you sending $100,000 through all these banks. Now you're getting $100,000 for 25 banks. Now you got, or 10 banks. I mean, for 10 businesses. Now it's $1 million that you got, because you got 10 businesses that just got $100,000. That's $1 million. And this is the play that they're running, because then they got the bankruptcies and they got the trust funds, and then like the people who are doing it in um fraudulently in other people's identities and information. These loopholes are out there. You don't hear a lot of people talking about invoice loans and financing, but they're out there, and people who utilize and figure this out, they run the play, and then they crash the business and start new businesses. Easy as that. Trust funds, bankruptcies, they all play a part in each other. So knowledge is power, and understanding and knowing so many different things will put you in a situation and put you in a place that will help you in the long run, because this method is also a method that a lot of businessmen and women utilize to become successful in the entrepreneur world. Everything don't gotta be a scam, but everything can be a scam, especially if it's money being made with it. And that's what happens. People figure out how to utilize things in the wrong way to obtain funds and not have to pay it back, because people know you got to pay back loans. But if you get in and don't got it in your name, it's not going to come back on you. So that's why people create these methods and these whatever to get to obtain money in fraudulent ways. So it's just all about being more safe and being more cautious out there, because there's a lot of people out there that might put you in a position. Hey, you trying to get a play, you trying to run a play, you trying to get some money. Information might be stolen. There's always a victim on the other side, and it might be a bank or it might be a person. So with that being said, like I tell you guys all the time, make sure you get your Norton Life locks to monitor all your personal financial accounts, social media accounts, to make sure no suspicious activity is going on. Anywhere monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information is on there being sold. Make sure you guys are freezing all three of your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, to make sure nobody can get anything in your name, no loans, credit cards, or lines of credit. Not even you, unless you're gonna freeze it. And make sure you guys are getting new debit card and credit cards. We use these for the same card for years, and there's always a database compromise, leak, or hack that we don't know about. So just to be safe, every so often, get new cards, new information for the fresh start. All right, so that old information will no longer be valid. So with that being said, man, it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of the things that's going on in this real crazy world that we all living in. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke. Let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000. Monthly limit time only. I'm doing them for 600. Yeah, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 250. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gyms, 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month long mentorship for limited time only, 750. Make sure y'all check it out my vendor platforms on Telegram, the Potato app, and Discord, Millionaire World and Network. Still look for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on all my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, and TikToks. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification. Make sure y'all check it out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with these lows. All right, 120 and up, Cash App, Bitcoin payment. Once it's on your balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.